Ruth will tell you, it is not over until it is over. If you could ask Ruth, the Moabite woman from Scripture, she would tell you that no matter how hopeless life looks, it is not over until God says it's over. Ruth's story in the Bible, Ruth 1-4, is a story of loss, loyalty, faith, and redemption. At first, her situation looked like the end. Her husband died, she had no children, and she faced poverty in a foreign land. By all human reasoning, her future was over. But God had a different plan. 1. From loss to loyalty. Ruth lost everything that gave her security, but she chose loyalty. She clung to Naomi and said, "Where you go, I will go. Your people will be my people, and your God my God." Ruth 1:16. Moral lesson. Even in loss, God honors loyalty and faithfulness. Sometimes your turnaround begins with one act of faith. 2. From tears to divine timing. Ruth wept and worked in the fields just to survive. She didn't know that the field she was working in belonged to Boaz, the man God had prepared as her Redeemer. Lesson. Your tears and hard work are not wasted. God is aligning you with divine connections that will shift your destiny. 3. From shame to redemption. As a Moabite, Ruth was considered an outsider. But God rewrote her story. She married Boaz, became the great-grandmother of King David, and entered the lineage of Jesus Christ. Lesson. Your past, your background, or your failures do not disqualify you from God's purpose. He can rewrite your story in ways beyond your imagination. 4. Ruth's message to you. If Ruth could speak to you today, she would say, don't quit when life feels empty. God can fill you again. Don't assume your story is over. God is still writing. Don't let loss define you. God can bring new beginnings. Ruth would tell you, it is not over until God's redemption shows up in your life. Your situation may look like the end, but with God, it is never the end. He specializes in turning bitter stories into sweet ones, empty hands into full ones, and broken hearts into joyful testimonies. So cheer up. Like Ruth, your latter days can still be greater than your past. With God, it is not over until He says it's over.